Hello everyone, welcome back to a Sara video, which only has one Sara because it's a solo video. Just me, Sara. I am away from Sara this next couple weeks. I'm in California and San Francisco. If you see me walking down the streets of San Francisco, say hi. So I am going to do a video by myself. Kind of sad because this would have been a fun video to do with Sara because we had talked about this a lot. We were actually going to do it right before we did the video with the picture, Caitlin and Leah's birthday, or Leah's birthday, and then Jordan posted that picture. This was the video that the very last video we were going to record, but that video came up and that was so iconic for that moment. This is a video that has been in the making for months, since October maybe. So it has been going on, and when we first heard kind of the rumblings of this friendship, Sara and I were just kind of like, okay, we're not really gonna do a video on it quite yet. But then once recent things have happened and overall how much has been going on, I just decided we're going to make a video. And I'm going to tell you what I think at the end. If I think this is a couple or if I think it's not a couple, I'm going to tell you at the end. So look out for timestamps. Okay. So as the title suggests or tells you, this duo, this couple, this pairing is... it's hard for me to put into words where this pairing has come to happen. Whether, like I said, will I tell you if I think they're actually a couple at the end of the video? I will. Okay, who am I talking about? Sam Kerr and Kristie Mewis. Yeah, this is a pairing that is very near and dear to my heart. I mean, Samton and Dewis, Nikki Stanton and Sam Kerr, and Kristie Mewis and Rachel Daly. Those were the two of the most iconic ships of last year, or like 2019, 2020. And they were the most iconic ships, and they were both in very serious relationships with their partners. And as we know, which they don't have to confirm or anything, it looks like they're both single, or were single, or still are single. So let's go back. First of all, when you think of these two, sometimes just random players or friends, and you don't think about it. But when you're in the club of, when you're a professional soccer player, it's a very small club to be in. So I think a lot of people are friends with people to start with. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over their Instagram discussions that they're having. They have been liking things on each other's Instagram. They have been commenting on each other's Instagram. And there has been some sass, and there has been some cute remarks. And I'm going to go over it briefly because they're very active on each other's Instagrams recently. First thing is, I do not know when they started following each other. They could have started following each other a long time ago. I'm sure some of you might know that, but I'm not exactly sure. The first time I think I noticed specifically that one of them had liked each other's photos was about the middle of October. Sam had posted a photo and Kristie liked it. And then Kristie, about a week later, had posted a photo and Sam liked it. So since then, they pretty regularly have been liking all of each other's photos, which isn't uncommon for people that are friends. But when you don't know that someone are friends and now they're liking each other's photos, it's almost a bit like it catches your eye. Like, okay, what's going on here? But with that being said, it's not uncommon for people to like, people's photos that maybe aren't even best friends, that you admire someone as well. But this is where it gets kind of interesting, kind of hot and heavy, kind of wild, as some would say. I'm going to go through Sam's photos on her Instagram and what Kristie commented, and then I'll go through Kristie's and what Sam commented. So it's not going to be chronological order. It's just going to go through Sam's and Kristie's. Okay. On March 3rd, Sam posted Champions League night, so I'm guessing that was the Champions League game, and it looks like they won. Kristie comments, "You hollin'," which most lesbians know that is a term for, moving in with someone pretty quick. And call me dumb. I mean, I know what that means in like LGBT terms, but is she talking about she was hauling? I'm a little bit embarrassed because I'm not quite sure the context of that comment for that post. But she posts. I mean, March 3rd, Kristie is in the comments and she is posting. Then, if you go to the 24th of March, this is where it gets a little sassy. And they're Instagram posts have been pretty sassy overall. And there's a banter that's going on, and they're both here for it. So Sam posted a picture. It says, "Job's not done." And then Kristie commented, "You kicked it in the net this time. Thumbs up." Which, for Kristie to say that was kind of wild, because Sam at that point didn't quite have her feet underneath her, so she wasn't scoring goals like she was used to. And in that game, she had scored a goal, and she was doing really well, and she had finally gotten her feet underneath her. And for Kristie to say that was really sassy and also really surprising. We didn't know Sam and Kristie were friends like that. People who are friends really are able to roast each other like that. So the fact that we had not seen that kind of interaction before between them, it was kind of shocking in a good way, but kind of like, whoa, it was so wild. It's like, what's going on? Are they friends? What's going on? Because they had never had that kind of interaction before. So it was kind of out of left field, kind of out of the blue in a way. But then Sam came right back, and she was not holding punches. Then this is where the sass gets real. Sam Kerr says, "I know it's your first year scoring goals, but don't get too excited. It was only the Challenge Cup." Whoa. Kissy face. Whoa. I don't think a lot of NWSL fans probably would be happy with that, even though it's just for fun. I think most wouldn't care that much, but some might be taken back by that. Some might be a little, offended, but not too much. But that, if that's not banter, and apparently she had posted something even worse, not worse, but something even more sassy, and then she deleted it, which I couldn't figure out what she had posted, or I couldn't find a screen cap of it. But Sam was also just talking about the Challenge Cup, where Kristie killed it at the Challenge Cup. And because Kristie killed it at the Challenge Cup, that is why she got an invite to the national team camps and has been excelling. Okay. Then if you go to Sam's post from the 31st, Sam goes, it looks like they had won, Chelsea won, and she goes, "I'm blue, dum dee da dum 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 dee da." Okay, not really, but that's the song, and I'm obsessed with the song, because obviously Chelsea blew. And then Kristie comments, "Sammy game days, fire." And this is becoming something where Sam will post, Kristie will put a comment. They're saying something. They're saying something with this. It's almost kind of like a nickname too, because she says Sammi, Sammi, not to be confused with her sister Sammi Mewis, which she goes Sammy. So it's almost like a nickname Kristie is giving Sammi. I don't know what it means. Then Sam had one more post from April 6th. It says, "Been a minute." She posted, and then Kristie right on cue comments. She goes, "Or two." I think because she has holding two in her hands, like two fingers in her air. Then Sam writes, "Thanks for nothing." The sass is real. The banter is real. They aren't messing around. They are having fun. They are flirting. They're doing everything you can possibly do in a comment section. So then we go to Kristie's Instagram. And then if you go, so February 18th. So this was before the March 3rd comment. So if you go to February 18th, Kristie has a cute picture of her. And if you look at the comments, Sam has a comment right here. And it's a pretty basic comment, but she made a comment. She goes, "Your hair's yellow." Like I said, a pretty basic comment, but she's commenting in Kristie's comment section. And as this is also going on, I'm noticing these, and a lot of people are noticing it, but we don't know what it means yet. Okay, so if you go to March 21st, this is where the sass also comes out. As we all know, Kristie's pretty sassy, and Sam is too. They are two confident women, and it's something about being a professional athlete, being a confident woman, being someone who is going to say what's on their mind. Kristie posts a cute picture, and she's at some type of art exhibit. The caption is, "Obviously had to use Jay McCaffrey art show for my own personal gain. So proud of you, Jimmy. Keep creating and staying true to your passion." And it's a cute picture. And then Sam's in the comment section. She goes, "Shit jumper." Sass. And then the comebacks, real. Kristie goes, "Must have bad taste then." And it's a Balenciaga jumper or sweatshirt, jumper sweatshirt. And Sam wants her to know that, the whole thing is, I see you, But then even Kristie's comeback is saying something. You must have bad taste. Well, what if they are dating? She must have bad taste. The whole conversation is blowing my mind. It is blowing my mind, I say. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll go to April 10th. Here we go. Kristie posted a picture. It's her at the game, one of the friendlies. And Kristie looks great. Her leg is popping out. And there's Sam in the comments. Leg action. Another comment. I mean, I don't think Sam comments that much on other people's posts either, so that must mean something as well. Okay, we go to 4 days ago. Kristie posts another picture. You know, a lot of people call Kristie like a little extra. She's even called herself extra, but she is feeling herself. She looks great. She looks great. I mean, great. And then her caption is a series of fortunate lighting event. So she was having some good lighting. She was feeling herself. You have to take, it's for the gram. You got to do it. You got to take some pics. So. And if you look at the picture, it's her and just kind of bending down, kind of like, you know, posing. And who's in the comments again? It's Sam. Sam's in the comments again. It says, now your dunks are creased, which it took me a second, but I realized it was her shoes. So now her shoes are creased and they're pretty. They look very fresh, her shoes. So Sam was just commenting. So, I mean, I went through those kind of quickly just to show you that they've been talking a lot. There has been a lot of conversation. They are not shy in what they are talking about. They're not trying to hide. So I think that means something. I think that means something. I don't know if their intent is to just say, we're friends. We're going to banter with each other. We're going to have fun talking to each other. You know, is their intent to say, hey, we like each other, but we're not dating? I mean, is it just having fun? Which I love. I love the fact that they can just talk to each other whether they're together or not. And it just be a fun time, especially on social media. And I also know that they know, especially the WOSO world, or, you know, people like to talk about ships. You know, they've both been in a public relationship. So it's kind of like, what does this mean? What does this mean? So I think they know that people have been talking, and I don't think it bothers them. I think they're kind of liking it to where they're having fun with it. Because one thing about being a professional athlete, or one thing about being in the public eye, if you're able to have fun with these kind of things, I mean, it's something where they know people are talking and they're not backing down. Okay, so the other day, so this goes to what happened recently. The other day, Kristie posts, maybe 2 days ago, post a picture. It was a story on her Instagram. So if you go to her story, and it's deleted now, but I'll post it on the screen. It says, a love story with roses. I mean, if she is fueling that speculation with that photo, I mean, if she's fueling that speculation, that's what she's doing, because how much people are talking and how much there is this discussion about what's going on with her and Sam Kerr, XYZ. And so she's fueling it. Then the next day she did post on her Instagram, and I believe it was a different day because she had a different shirt on, but I believe it's the same exact flowers, and she was posting about her mom. She was doing a promotion for like jewelry, but she was carrying the same flowers. And so might have been just be like, oh, maybe these flowers are for my mom. Oh, maybe she's going to give the flowers to her mom. Who knows? But, I mean, she was not shy to post it to begin with. Because I think about Sam and Kristie. I mean, I first think, do they know each other? Do they have common friends? Do they have common acquaintances? And then I think, well, they both played in the NWSL for a very long time. Sam Kerr played in the NWSL for 6 years. Kristie Mewis played 2013, 14, since its inception, I believe. So I'm like, well, they're both in the NWSL. Then I'm thinking, well, you know, like I said, the soccer world's pretty small. The WOSO world is pretty small. Sam's in the UK now. Kristie's in America. We know they haven't been together, you know, in this time, because Kristie's had obligations in the States and the quarantine and everything, and Sam's been in London. But, I mean, there has been reports that Kristie went over to see Sam, and maybe her sister Sam as well. So maybe she saw Sam Mewis and then dropped in to see Sam Kerr or something. I heard the reports about that. But it's kind of like, where do they get to know each other? You know, is this... I thought about that aspect too. And then I thought about, have I even ever seen a picture of them together? I don't even think I've ever seen a picture with them together, which was another aspect of it. Can't wrap my head around exactly what exactly is going on. But I will say, I have a theory. I have a couple theories. I've done a lot of thinking about this, too much thinking that I've done about this. I honestly think they're having fun. And I'm going to go on to my new theory that I've had in the last 24 hours too. I think they're having fun. Up until about yesterday, I was like, let's banter. It's a banter. It's just flirting. They're flirting. But like, they know the WOSO fans get really worked up. I mean, the WOSO fans are incredible about being excited about things like this, which I love. Who's friends with who? And I mean, I'm the number one fan of that. So I think it's just like a banter. They're having fun. They like the excitement of it. They like to get the reactions from the fans or their friends, or like, oh, Sam Kerr and Kristie Mewis? Is this a thing? I honestly think it's just a flirting banter. They're having fun. But in the last 24 hours, I've kind of thought maybe it started that way, and now it's just turned into them really liking each other. Like, now they actually like each other. Or maybe they actually are long distance dating. I still don't think so. I think it was just they were having fun with each other, to be honest, just because of the distance. I mean, haven't been together much, even if they are an item. The only thing that I read, and I was doing a little research about this, apparently now a lot of Sam Kerr's close friends are following Kristie on Instagram, which means something. I think it means a little something. I'm not exactly sure of the names, but I read it I actually saw it on Tumblr that someone said that she was following a bunch of Sam Kerr's friends were following Kristie, which does mean something. But I'm loving this. I mean, this is so unexpected. This is so random. This is two people I would have never put together just because, I wouldn't put together just because of proximity in a lot of ways, because Sam's so far away. But I will say, Kristie's sister, Sam Mewis, is in the UK right now. I mean, she's going to come back, but the only thing I think is so funny, if she is dating Sam Kerr, Kristie's sister's name is Sam. So if Kristie and Sam get married, there could not be another Sam Mewis, Samantha Mewis. I don't think there can be. There could only be one Sam Mewis. So they would have to take Kerr. Kristie would have to take the Kerr last name. So Kristie Kerr. That doesn't quite have the ring to it as Kristie Mewis, but I don't know. I still think this is just a banter, having fun, having the fun part of social media. But they're sassy. They're both sassy. Neither one of them back down. And this could be too. I mean, they've both gotten out of relationships. I have seen that Sam Kerr has liked some of Nikki Stanton's Instagrams semi-recently. Someone told me, so she's liked some of Nikki's, so they seem to be on okay terms. No one really quite knows the status about Rachel and Kristie, how things ended necessarily. Apparently, Rachel is in a new possible romance with Millie Turner, and that's another kind of dynamic to it. But I mean, is this the new love story of 2021? If they are actually officially a couple, it will blow my mind, because I really like Kristie. I really like Sam. I would have never put them together. But hey, Sam Kerr likes blondes. She dated Nikki for a long time. What do you guys think? I'm still, what would be their ship name? Kerr. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they're just having fun? I kind of just think they're having fun, but I think it can turn. You can start just having fun and it actually turn into something. What do you guys think? Do you guys want this to be a relationship? Do you want this to be an official ship? I do. I don't think it is. And I think they're having fun, but if it is a real relationship and an actual official one, this will blow my mother. This will blow my mind. It will blow my mind, and I will be here for it. I will be living for it. Oh, Sara said she agrees. And when I talked to her what she thought, she said she agrees. She thinks it's absolutely fire, but she doesn't think it's necessarily a relationship, but she thinks they're having fun and she likes it. So she pretty much thinks what I think in regards to them having fun. I don't think she thinks it's a real relationship, official, but she definitely thinks that it's they're having fun, and I think so too. I love it. I'm here for it. And what do you guys think? You guys got to tell me what you guys think. Okay, questions, comments down below. And is this the new ship of 2021? And if it is, I'm here for it. Okay, talk to you later.